This is Jared and Carrie, and we're back with our own band, Rain, once again. And we're doing a lot of interviews about different topics. And the topic at hand right now is basically there's a lot of Christian bands that really tout the Christianity aspect, of their band, and they're carrying this huge banner around and saying we're a Christian band, and they're real proud of that, and that's great. We don't see anything wrong with that, but we also see the way it's received at times, and on the business end of things, like at clubs or different venues that kind of prefer that things are just be a band and come in here and do a great job, and we'll book you. So it can cause a lot of problems, like as far as limitations on where you can play and when you can play too, and how often and stuff like that. And we've actually seen it, and we ran into it. And there's other issues with it too, as far as with our own brothers and sisters. And we want to discuss that. As far as how we feel about that kind of thing.
Well, I personally think that if you allow people to put a label on you, then you're no longer producing your own music. You're so concerned about that label and that judgment that you start to literally dictate. It dictates how you write and what you write. I've always been a morally driven writer, saved, not saved. In this particular case, it's about writing from what you know. You write about.
It's organic.
Yeah, it's very organic. And my personal opinion is you can label me, but I'm still me. So whatever label you put on me, I'm still going to be me.
Well, I think the best songs too are written about your life, and
write about what you know.
Exactly, write about what you know. We're a band. We happen to be Christians in the band, and our music is about our lives and things that we've gone through. And it's just from this perspective.
Yeah.
More people can draw from that, And I would love to play our music for people that don't get fed in a church every Sunday. They're going to be out. People that don't hear this stuff are going to be out at the clubs and festivals and different things. And I think that that's being responsible with my talent.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, if you're in a the Christian band, that's waving that banner, a lot of clubs don't want anything to do with you.
And I don't want that to be misconstrued. Christian band
And
the banner.
we
It's
get
not a
judged.
negative thing.
We get judged for playing those as a Christian band. We get judged for playing those venues.
From both sides, yeah.
From both sides, and it's not fair, really. It's not.
No,
it limits us. I mean, ultimately, I can speak for everybody. We want our music to be heard by the masses. We don't want to be stifled in any way. So having that label kind of stifles us. It limits us.
In the secular world, it's like you say something about a Christian band or Christian music, their ears are instantly cut off. They just don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
It's not getting a chance.
For me, I want everybody to hear our music. I don't want just Christians to hear it. I want our music to be heard by everybody, so that not only does our music get heard, but for our songs that have to do with God and everything, I want everybody to hear that, because then it's like we're spreading the word.
Well, it's like they alluded to. You don't send a doctor to the healthy. I mean, honestly, the people who need to hear the message are not the same people you run into on a daily basis if you give yourself that title.
Yeah, well, and on a business end of things too, you find that you talk to a club that's popular and that has good bands coming there, and you could perform in front of their huge audiences and further your career, and they find out you're a Christian band, and it's pretty much like, well, you can't open for Queensryche.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to be judged
by
based on your talent?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is they always stick you in the corner of, you can play Tuesday night because no one's here anyways, or a holiday weekend where everybody's gone, or not at all, or when we do have an occasional semi-quasi, successful Christian band come in, you can open up for them. So you're limited to when you can play, and next thing you know, you're preaching to the choir all the time. You're playing for churches that are filled with people that already know the message, and so it's good that those people have a form of entertainment that's clean and up their alley. But I think that if you're really wanting to reach the world, and you really want to, and you're passionate about your music and what you do, you should be playing to the masses.
And we have been playing, and I think most of our fans are probably in the clubs and in the festivals. because there's such a judgmental factor on the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
said something the other day we were talking about this that really hit
Well,
home with me.
yeah, and basically what I said was it's a heavy banner to carry because nobody's worthy of carrying that
Right.
banner, and a lot of that doesn't have to do with the standards that God puts on it. It's the standards that the church puts on it, and the Christians today that put on it. They expect so much out of you, and you're putting yourself in this position where you got this huge target painted on your back, where everywhere you go, everything you say, everything you do is judged by them. And I've seen many, and I'll keep them nameless, but there's many famous, Christian band, vocalists or guitar players or what have you, that are constantly taking pot shots on their Facebook pages, and they're always in defense mode. They're always defending themselves. I would rather be practicing my parts than defending, oh, this is why I said this, and this is why I did this, to some pretentious jerk out there just trying to take a shot at me, to take me down.
Put all your energy in the right place.
Yeah,
you know.
so that's kind of where it is for me, So I mean, I think there's two sides to the story, but one of the best ways to go is what works best for you.
Well, and it's like we said, changing the way we market ourselves doesn't change who we are.
Exactly.
We're still gonna write the way we
Yeah.
write. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna write an immoral song, that's not the way I write. And no
Exactly.
one else is gonna, so.
No, it just gets us into more doors.
Exactly.
So that pretty much takes care of that segment.
That's right. I
You
hope
know?
you've enjoyed getting to know our band Rain. We enjoy playing for you, and we hope to see you at one of our shows soon.